Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Civil War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, part 28 of my Skrolk Campaign. We're taking out the organ guns first because I hate those things. They're mean, and I will remove them with extreme prejudice. As I will do with all dwarves, because I hate dwarves with a passion. I mean, elves are bad, but at least they have the good grace to be squishy and explode nicely. Dwarves, on the other hand, they just take the punishment and keep going, which is why we're bombing the shit out of them. Yes, look at this, and then rattling guns and artillery. That's right, our forces. Apparently, the rattling guns wanted to get up close and personal. No, you stay the fuck back. But as you can see, already we're doing huge amounts of damage to the dwarf army. Like within a minute of the battle starting. So many dead dwarves. We do have, great weapons advancing into a hail of gunfire. Not a good idea. That's not going to go well, as could be expected. And as the dwarves advance, we're pulling back because you know what? Of all the things I want to do with my life, fighting a dwarf toe to toe, not it. Instead, what I'm going to do is just shoot them full of bullets and lasers and gas. Just anything I can do not to fight them, especially these giant slayers. To hell with that. Gun them down, boys. Give them the doom they want. Ideally, take their head off at the same time. Yeah, very nasty, unbreakable. Not immune to bullets, though, it turns out. That guy knows what I'm talking about. Or he did, anyway. Was that someone's... Oh, that was just another head. I thought it was someone's arm for a minute, but no, it's just another head. Okay, here comes some dwarves now. Most of the dwarf army has been annihilated, which means we're now fairly confident. Now we massively outnumber the dwarves. We're fairly confident in taking them on. Mano Arato. Dwarfo Arato. Ideally without our own weapon teams bombarding us from above. Thanks, boys. Thanks, guys. Yeah, the rattling gunners just mowing down anyone who gets in their way. Nice. You can see these iron breakers. They're the worst. 81 melee defense, 140 armor. But, lasers and bullets have the effect, especially when they turn their... Especially when they turn their back. And we're just mopping up the last few units that decided to come and attack the flanks. Some hammerers up here getting flanked by the storm vermin with halberds, and some plague monks joined in as well. And the hammerers down here getting annihilated by the death runners. Good armor piercing unit, the hammerers. Not particularly good against fast attacking armor piercing units like the death runners. And looks like the dwarves broken and running. A successful ambush. You might be thinking, wait, that's not the battle we saw, but that's right. That's because I immediately crashed. Well, good. Okay, we've got forbidden rods. That's the thing. It's not a big deal because we'll replenish anyway. So, if that was like a critical fight, then I might be a little bit more upset about it. However, as it is, it's fine. And basically, I crashed by going to this wreck. So we're not going to go back there. I'm just going to assume it's haunted. So we're going to leave and go. Now, two things. Right, so the first thing is, goddamn it, crashes. It's probably something to do with the patch that I got. So that's probably the reason it's a little bit unstable. Although it's a bit weird. It shouldn't have any effect, but I guess maybe it has. Okay, two things. So the first is Galleon's Graveyard. I can only ever get it to rank 1 because I'm not a vampirate, and as such, it's not a good place to capture because other than like just packing it with plague priests, it's going to be very hard to get the level of corruption that I need there. I mean, mind you, vampiric corruption is only 1. I thought it'd be more than that. Do we go for it? It's potentially an option. time is kind of the essence now, because by now they will have made the announcement of the new DLC, which is very exciting. So looking forward to that, but it will mean it will probably break the fuck out of this game. So, or this save, I should say, rather. So with that in mind, let's go Blastmaster. With that in mind, it's probably a good idea to try and sort of like win this campaign. Not too fast, because I don't want to be left without a campaign to play. But on the other hand, let's try and get in a position where we can win, and then we can smoothly transition. Lovely. So looking forward to that. Gonorrhea. You're rank 39. I guess maybe earthing. Just try and not blow yourself up. Sure. You killed a lot of Bretonians last time, didn't you? And then some Dwarfs. So that was fun. It's been a little while since I've played, actually. I recorded a whole batch of... Trixie. I recorded a whole batch of episodes. Oh, there's a second thing, wasn't there? Tretch. I've forgotten about Tretch. I just forgot about it again. Despite the fact that I'd literally written myself a note going, don't forget about Tretch. I immediately forgot about Tretch. Okay, so let's get... I don't care that. Sure. Right, so let's... Now, Tretch is over here, and I've kind of left him to his own devices. So, with that in mind, let's bring him down. He'll he won't enjoy the trip, but it's fine. And... Oh, Ulysses, I kind of want to bring you over as well. I kind of want to bring you over. I'm thinking taking Castle Drakenhof is an option. If we can spread under city... Well, actually, what am I thinking here? If we can get... Oh, we've got one Grom Peak. Yes. Okay. Nice. Right. What we're going to do here is we're going to whack in a whole bunch of Heidi buildings. And then we're going to... Or do I try and expand it? We've got a few expansion under cities nearby. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some Heidi buildings. We're going to whack a plague cauldron in there. That's then going to give Skaven corruption to Eastern Sylvania. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sweep up the coast, theoretically, because at the moment we're literally up to our little Skaven balls in Dwarves, and that's not a good level to be in. Ikit. Now, someone said Flensing Ruin's actually very good, so we're going to try Flensing Ruin again and see if it is any good. If it's not, I'm never using it again. That's a promise. Mutin. Vladimir Mutin. You're going to get evasion? Sure. That works. We've got a fair few... Well, did we manage to deal with these armies? I think we did manage to deal with most of them, didn't we? I think we managed to deal with most. So we generally should be okay. I'm kind of thinking maybe we don't continue to conquer more territory, because it feels like it's just going to be a pain in the arse. Maybe I go and take Eelheart. I would like Karabberg, just because it's got food in it. Although food levels are increasing, which is good, because I was planning to capture Galleon's Graveyard as soon as I had the food. Obviously, that will not come to pass, because there's no... I'd literally just have to throw plague priests at it. It just doesn't feel like a... If it was just, capture these settlements and not worry about the level of corruption, it would be like, awesome, let's do that. The whole, need 50% corruption thing is a bit... I think I've said this before, but it's a bit of a weird victory condition, to be honest, because it does sort of limit your expansion option. Uh-oh. Yeah, it does kind of limit your expansion options, because you're unlikely to want to conquer more territory. Okay, you've taken that. That's... Actually, I'm fine with that. Holy shit, there's so many stacks of dwarves. fucking... What the f... Is that like 7 stacks of dwarves just there? Just in Tilia, there's 7 fucking stacks of dwarves. And that's not including anywhere else in their empire. Because I know there's a dwarf army wandering around right down in the bottom corner. And there's probably more. So they've got at least 8 stacks of dwarves. I mean, that's... Guys. Come on. Guys. What's this go? Right, what we got here? So, we got a garrison. That's fine. I can throw them willy-nilly. That's okay. We don't really care about them. Could we get Ikit in on this? No. Not realistically. Not realistic. To be honest, I don't really want this. In all honesty, I could live without this. Have I built? I'm building Plague in Wood Elf Town just for the shits and giggles. Basically, just for the shits and giggles. Okay, let's get a cauldron in here. Spreads the plague. All the good little Scaveny corruptions. Should we assault the garrison just for fun? Just for funsies? Sure, that works. How does Malekith like us? Right, he really likes us. He still ain't gonna give a shit.
Morathi will hear your insignificant plight.
God damn, you guys are literally the worst. No wonder I've decided to plague you in 3 turns. Okay. Okay, so we've got some stuff. Could use more food, couldn't we? We're only losing 12 food a turn now, which isn't actually too bad. That's doable. Do I want to take this? I mean, I don't like the Luminarch. The Luminarch sucks. They've also got the Black Lion War Wagon, which is a help, which is just ugh. However, otherwise, that army's a bit trash. So, could we get? Just have interest. I wonder, could we get an ambush against these guys? Maybe not. But we do get Warp Bomb. Oh well, in that case, fuck it. Let's kill them. We're going to do the old jump the reinforcements as they've come in on our flanks. This is the main, well, it's not the main army, but it's the bigger army coming in as reinforcements. On the flank, this is the one with all the nasty units in it, like the Black Lions. Talking of the Black Lions, I'd kind of forgotten these things. Ow. 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 Mother. Right. I'd forgotten these things were in the army. I should have focused them immediately with the Natty Mubo's sharpshooters. I didn't, though. My bad. However, elsewhere, who the fuck are these guys? They're a bit fancy. Knights of the Everlasting Light. What do they do? Blinding Radiance. -9 melee attack. Wow, that horrible. Holy shit, don't think I've ever seen them before. Okay, good. So it's pinning them in place with our old summoned in rat units, and then using our weapon teams to bombard them and hit them with the warp fire and all that kind of good stuff. I have now targeted the Black Lions with the Jezzails, and as you can see, that's having a desired effect. They are going down, but they have managed to get a lot of kills, racked up quite a few kills, and the main army has now arrived at our flank, and I'm kind of not ready for them. So we're going to throw in a unit of Summon Clan Rats right into the middle of them. You can see, get really tangled up there. Yeah, you don't know where man begins and rat ends. And that's basically the plan, because then they're surrounded, they're kind of caught, we can bomb them from above and then explode. And I guess that's that dealt with, basically, because they've lost, I would say, a good 90% of their army. We've managed to wipe out, effectively, 5 units. They've just got 1 huntsman left, which we're bombarding with the death globes, which is working out quite nicely. Okay, so we've taken out the Black Lions. They all exploded, which is good. And now we're just mopping up the survivors. These war wagons over here have been a bit of a pain. The war wagons just aren't very good. The Black Lion's good. War wagons in general, not very good. And then you have the mortar variant, which is kind of like, why? Really? What? I mean, mortars are quite long range, and also they have like a high fire arc, right? So why do you need them to be mobile? Like, if you did it with a cannon, I could kind of see the point in that, but a mortar? I don't... They're just worse mortars, effectively. This huntsman is getting his ass kicked. Ian's just come along and gone, no, you are dead, mate. Get him, Ian. Ian? Ian. I'm not paying you by the hour. That's it. Ice him. Ice this fool. Did he get away with 0 health? That's bullshit. If you hadn't twatted about like that. Okay, now we've got the Templehof Luminarch. He's got 111 kills. Ow. And we've also got the Emperor's Wrath, which is a steam tank, which does kaboom. What? Explosion. Okay, explosion. So does it explode? Oh, well, good. Okay, so as a steam tank that explodes when you kill it. Right, well, I mean, the enemy army is mostly on the retreat. We've managed to deal with most of them. That's good. Unfortunately, I have yet again forgot to tell the Deathglow Bombardiers to not open fire on their own. So they you know, bless their little hearts. They get a little bit excited. Anyway, I've noticed that this thing might explode upon death, so I've decided to pull my infantry, my very tattered infantry, away from the potential giant bomb, and then shoot it with the Jezzails, who hopefully will kill the bloody thing. If can we just kill it? Thanks. That's it. Everyone run away, and when it explodes, well, it just kind of crumples. That works. Ah, using terrible weapons of mass destruction. Good times.
That plague lord demands sacrifice.
Let's take some more food. Let's see that lot off. Do we go and check? Of course we go and chase them. Of course we do. Nom nom. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind. I'll take it. It's fine. Alright. Let's get more. Can I recruit storm vermin here? Oh, I can't. Bollocks. Oh, sure I could. It's going to take 4 turns. About as long as it's going to take to recruit more storm vermin. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get some more of you lads. You know what I actually want to do? Is I want some...
I am the plague lord.
I want some of you lads. That's what I want. I want some of you lads. Which is going to take a few more turns. You know, right, here's what we're going to do. It's going to take a little while, but we're going to recruit them. I'm going to get rid of these boys because I think the mortars are probably going to be more useful. So let's get some of them. And I'm almost tempted to get rid of the warp fire throwers and switch them out for rattling guns. I know. It's a ballsy move, but because to be honest, I don't really. I just need to hold off the Empire here. I don't want to advance any further. I need to advance down here where the 7 fucking stacks of dwarves are. Okay, let's hope we don't. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to I'm just going to save it. And then I'm going to attack this, just because I don't know. Okay, that was fine. Just bop him. Master and Commander. Churning Gulf Raiders dead. Okay, let's now come back over here. I might have to bring Tretch down here to help out. Or do I get Ekit down here to help out? I think I'm going to bring Ekit down. Ekit. We're going to need, if we're going to break through 7 fucking stacks of dwarves. Jesus, there's so many dwarves. Oh my god. Like, I was expecting, you know, especially because we just killed 1 stack. So that's 8 stacks of dwarves here on this coastline. And that's not counting. I mean, there's another stack down here.
Stop that.
Fucking, it's just so many fucking dwarves. So, I mean, although the alliance between Dwarf and Clan Eshin is a bit weird, on the plus side, at least it means they've occupied some of the settlements that the dwarves probably would have had. And because they've done that, it means that at least they're not getting as much money as they could do, because otherwise they'd have those settlements be making more money from them. Ugh. Okay, so it looks like Chaos is actually making quite the dent, mostly because I've pulled all of the armies off the northern front. So Chaos is actually heading southward quite quickly. Now that's good, but it's also bad, because as much fun as it is creating an empire sandwich, at some point the other slice of bread is going to want to attack me. So it's going to be bread on bread at that point, and I've got more. I don't know how this analogy is actually supposed to quite work with. It's kind of like a tri-cornered sandwich, which is, you know, it's been theorized in bread making circles for many years, but no one's ever tried it before until now in this analogy. So the Empire is the meat, but we've got 3... I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway, the point is there's 8 stacks, or there was 8 stacks of dwarves over here. We managed to kill 1, so now there's 7. Fine. Good. I need more armies down here, because there's no way in hell I can take out 7 stacks of dwarves. Plus a shit ton of archers coming up from the south. I don't... Never mind. Right, okay, so gonorrhea. We're going to... We're going... That's... well... Okay, little reload time reduction, I guess. Let's go with that. Diphtheria, you've pretty much got all the skills I ever want you to have. So I have a specialist, and then anthrax again. Do we go Flensing Ruin? Let's try it. Let's try it. An oversight. I don't know who you are. Right, I still don't know who you are. I'm drawing a blank. Did I recruit you? Have you been around for a while? Do I care? All questions that I don't know the answer to. I did have some assassins over here, didn't I? And they all died. Okay, at least these armies are mostly trash. He says.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
And at least you've got plague. There is that.
The predators come.
Okay.
The mother of the Druki will hear your request.
You are at war with the dwarves, but apparently the dwarves didn't want to attack you, which is a little bit weird. Are you stuck?
We shall pounce.
I just wonder if, because like the dwarves going to... You're at war with the dwarves. So why are you still alive? You know? Why? Okay, you're going to ambush. Technology. Let's get the exotic martial arts. And then we can head towards sort of something down here. Something like that, which would be good. Now, we should have... Maintain 50% corruption. Where don't we have 50% corruption? Is it here? Okay, it's here. So we've now got 49. Right, so once that ticks up to 50, we should theoretically have enough corruption. I'm kind of tempted to take Galleon's Graveyard, but I don't know if it's the right choice. We could get a shit ton of Plague Priests and just slap them in the province, because I think we've still got... Oh, I'm not doing anything with you. Right, come over here, because you might be able to go and plague the dwarves for us, and that would be, at this point, very, very fucking useful. Very useful. Star Tower, let's upgrade you, and then we've got unassigned skill points. Pustin! Oh, you're that guy. Okay, well in that case, you've pretty much got everything I want you to have. So spread public order.
I have no time for this. You what?
Hopefully, I mean, taking out those armies might be fairly straightforward. If we've got chaos coming from the north and we've got Malekith as well, I think Ikit is fine to leave Skrolk to defend Altdorf. Oh no, he wasn't stuck. They did kill him. Okay, good. That's, you know, that answers that question. That's good. That's good. Right, we've got a dwarf stack heading towards Skaven Blight, so we can bop them. That'll be good. Hello. Oh, it's the Welsh beast, men. Hello. What do you want? Military access? I don't know where you are, so sure. As long as you hate the people I hate, I'm okay with that. Plus, we've got these guys as well, haven't we? I don't know what they're doing, but they're on my side. So that's nice. That's good. What's it? Rasputin, of all the people. Etu. Rasputin. On a seek find mission, your minion lord discovers a relic of some kind, blah blah blah. He's found a war banner. Okay, I don't care. Ooh, Barak Var has got a thingy. A good old thingy. Right, let's continue to expand the Under Empire. Do we need... Black Crag is a good option to expand because it's to the very south of all of our provinces. We can whack a Plague Cauldron in there. I don't think there's any harm in like sacking. Like if we can knock it down, can we get back into our own territory? Yes. So if we get back over here, we can... bollocks. Mountain attrition. Okay, we'll head back. And basically, I need you south. I want to sack the dwarf provinces. I don't want to destroy them because they're useful. Just sack them down to like level 1. Because then I will keep my Undercity, but the city will be fucked, basically. Hello?
Not likely.
Well, I mean, you say that, but you have just set up shop right next to... Really? I did not think that would be as bad as... Okay. Scaled a stone bit. Right, okay, this is going to be it's quite a mop-up operation to take out this many stacks of dwarves. And then, of course, they'll be, you know, re-recruiting the buggers as soon as we knock them down. So if we can get... We really need to ick it down here. Ideally, Tretch as well. Because otherwise it's going to be unending waves of dwarves. I said it's a deja vu, but that's fine. We won the last fight like this. We'll win this one. Rasputin going hard, taking out the organ gun, because when that thing opens fire, you feel it. No, don't shame them, but just, can the organ gun please, thank you, explode. Lovely. Okay, good. That's dealt with. Now we're going to deal with the missile units. And finally, their infantry is slowly filtering back. Of course, their infantry is, you know, pretty slow, which gives us time. And we'll just run away. We'll pull back away from them and basically give our missile units all the time they need to mow down as many of these buggers as possible. So far, so good. I do like the poison wind mortars. Really effective. Really do like them. Okay, here comes some dwarf infantry. So we're just going to pull away from this because nope. Get the rattling gunners to mow down as many as possible. Thank you very much. Which is why we're going to, in a minute, move the rattling gunners so they can get a better aim. Oh, look at this. Lovely. That's it. Mow them down, boys. That's it. Rattling gunners moving into position, opening fire. And dwarfs just explode. We sent in some clan rats, basically just to pin the dwarves in place for a little bit longer so we can continue to bombard them for longer. Because the dwarves are superior melee combatants, we know this. The only time we ever want to engage them in melee is when we massively outnumber them, can surround them, and then finally kind of, you know, really crush them. Which is why we're doing this. So we're going to drop a little plague on these dwarf warriors as well. So they march into that. Thanks very much, boys. That's it. Get a little plague. Nice little plague breath as well. And then we charge. So we got them surrounded. Cut off from their reinforcements. More rats pouring in from every direction. Says there's no harm in having melee units. Skaven melee units are not bad. They're just, you know, much better when you massively outnumber the enemy and can surround them from all directions and then, you know, crush them. Even better when you've got, you know, a lot of machine guns on their flank. Okay, one down, 6 to go, or 7 to go. I can't remember how many I need to kill. Yeah. Okay, let's enslave for the extra food. And you've run away a little bit, which isn't going to help you. You're dead. That's going to be more food, and then more food. Sure. Nice. Okay. And then if we come down here, we cannot ambush because apparently we don't have 25% movement range left. That's canon. Okay, great. And we've got skill points to spend. So, Rasputin, let's give you Blast Master because weapon teams are good. And I'll rename these guys at some point in the near or far future. And triangulation is missile damage for all units, which is awesome. Oh, you've got another skill point. Range, because then shoot further means shoot more and longer. And Vomik, you can have, I don't know, like precise or something, because that will just keep you going. Right, okay. Plenty of dwarves to kill, but I think we are heading in the right direction. Apart from Ikit, who is now heading in the opposite direction and taking attrition. Maybe I'll just ignore Karaknorn. Maybe I'll just raise it. Just get rid of it. I'd quite like to keep Grimhold, if just for more plague spreading potential. And of course more food. Although food currently I think is generally not too bad. And I think we're going to have corruption over here, which should be heading up to 50. Oh, does that mean we have... So there's somewhere that doesn't have 50% corruption. I'm going to have to hunt it down. Such a Oh, but it's here. Nope, it's not there. Such a stupid victory condition. Who thought this up? Slap you. Okay, I'll try and hunt down where that is, but that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.